Hello everyone, and welcome to Cook with Chef. Today we'll be making everyone's favorite food, pizza. But this is not the bland, greasy cheese dough that your peasants shamefully stuff into your drunken faces. No, this is a pizza as it's meant to be experienced, light, crispy, and flavorful. Okay, we will need flour, salt, and yeast for the crust, crushed tomatoes, pepper, oregano, and brown sugar for the sauce. Also, we need cheese for toppings. Today I will be using red pepper, onion, and olives, but you can use whatever you like. You will also need some parchment paper and a pizza stone or baking sheet for the oven. Pizza stones work much better and are pretty cheap to buy. The most important step is making the crust. Once you get this right, everything else will fall into place. It is quite easy. Start by dissolving yeast into water. The water should be neither hot nor cold. It should be the same temperature as your skin. This will make the yeast very happy. Oh yes. Mix together some flour and salt in a separate bowl, and then slowly add the yeast while stirring. Now, before we knead the dough, we must dust the countertop with flour very well. Don't be shy, people. Otherwise, cleaning up afterwards will be a fucking nightmare. Now, form your water-flour mixture into a ball and place it on the counter. And knead it. Knead it, people. Like Chef needs you. Here, I will show you how to knead the dough. Fold it in half and press the dough onto the counter. Then, turn the dough a quarter of the way around and repeat for a few minutes. Fold, press, and turn. Fold, press, and turn. You should feel the dough becoming more elastic. Once the dough can easily maintain its shape, form it into a beautiful ball. And then, unfortunately, we must wait. First, the yeast must eat and grow. Then, and only then, when they have had their fill, may we eat. It's always been this way. Cover the newly formed dough ball with a wet cloth or cling wrap and let it sit at room temperature or slightly warmer for about an hour. If you are really clever, you can prepare the dough a day ahead and let it rise in the fridge overnight. In fact, dough can be made ahead of time and kept in the fridge for several days. But for now, we wait. Okay. Now, people, let's get our can of crushed tomatoes. We will not be buying prepared tomato sauce. That shit is loaded with sugar, which masks the delicious flavor of the tomatoes. We want flavor here, people. I will simply take this so-called opener of cans and, okay, no matter. Shouldn't be too hard to open this. I'll do it like I did back in Norway, when we didn't have a can opener at all. Just pound it, yes. Fuck it, I'll get my knife. Okay, my trusty knife, slice that top clean off. Yes, oh yes. Now, we will spread the sauce into a bowl for easy use. Okay, take your crushed tomatoes and add a bit of oregano. Spread it gently. Add some pepper. Grind it. Grind the salt too. And you may add some sugar if you wish. Brown sugar works best. Not too much. That's it, people. And now we stir our sauce. Okay, people. Chop, chop, chop. We'll be chopping these peppers and these onions. Chop gently. We want this pizza to become a work of art. Yes, a precious work of art. Like my first wife. Oh, yes, she was a French beauty. Oh, like Mona Lisa. Somewhat androgynous, but my God, beautiful. Alright, if this wasn't an obvious step, you fools must grate the cheese. You may acquire such a tool as a cheese grater. Alright, everyone. We're going to be using your newly purchased parchment paper and assembling the pizza. But before we start, we must turn on the oven to a high heat of 500 degrees or hotter. That is, if your oven will allow it. Best pizzas are cooked at very high heat. If you have a pizza stone, put that in the oven too, so it may preheat. Okay, people, we'll be putting our newly risen dough on the parchment paper and spreading it out to our desired pizza size. The thinner, the better, despite what the ladies may say. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle like your factory cookie cutter pizza monstrosities. This is an artist's food. It can be messy, irregular, like how you would make love with a pizza. Very good, everyone. Now we'll be spreading a little bit of sauce onto our crust. Don't go overboard like they did on the Titanic. That would be terrible. Too soon? Okay, your delicate thin crust can only handle so much sauce. That goes with cheese too. This isn't an all-you-can-eat cheese buffet. Okay, spread more sauce. Yes, gentle. Okay, now for the toppings. Our peppers, and even our onions. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Mash it on. Okay, now take the pizza stone out of the oven and put the parchment paper and pizza on top. Use protection, people. Alright, and out of the oven it comes. Oh, crispy, and it only took 10 minutes. That's what you get when you have a turbo oven like mine. Once the pizza is out, simply cut and enjoy. I might even eat the whole thing myself. Thank you for cooking with Chef.